distraction, wasn't it? Blue lights! Way better than me talking about my fucking libido, or lack thereof. It's not that I don't ever, like, think about that. It's just that it's not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it. And I think that I'm just a lot more realistic when it comes to sex than, like, so many people that will literally get HIV. I mean, if you think about it like that, like, okay, you could either get pregnant or get somebody else pregnant. So you're either bringing life into the world at a totally inopportune time, and neither of y'all are ready for that. Or you just rip it out, you know, when in doubt, rip it out, right? Right? Or you get a disease. Or you get your feelings hurt. Or you're just a degenerate that just doesn't care about sticking your body into somebody else's body. And, you know, that's how I used to behave when I was an alcoholic, because I thought there was something wrong with me because I didn't enjoy sex. But I think the reason why I don't is because, like, I'm too conscious of what it is. And there's also, like, nakedness, and maybe I am just, like, afraid of intimacy too. But I mean, I've been intimate though. I just push all those people away. So it's not like I can't get close to people, I just can't stay close to people, and that's so painful. And why would I do that to myself? Why would I do that to another person? I feel like withdrawing from that completely is like, it's damage control, okay? That's what it is. So it's not really about the damage done to me, it's about the damage that I'm gonna do to somebody else. And I can do a fuck ton of damage. I really can. Even though I'm really honest, men don't want an honest woman. They really don't. Nobody wants an honest person in general. So, and no, I am not fishing, okay? Not fishing. Do you see a fishing pole? It's not here, all right? That's a phantom fishing pole that you think I'm holding, all right? I'm not begging for somebody to, like, notice certain aspects of my personality and appreciate them. And I hate that about being a female artist, but that's just part of it, you know? I have tits and, you know, barely there, but they're still there. And men are gonna see them, and they're gonna want them. That's just a fact. It's a biological fact. It doesn't offend me, but I have to be very clear about it. That, yeah, whatever sex appeal I have, it's a phantom, okay? Anyway. But I think that that's, like, the best metaphor that I could use to describe it. Like, because I've had dudes get really aggravated when I say that I'm asexual because they don't want to believe it. They just think I'm a prude or something. Well, I will admit that the reason why I joined the Orthodoxy, one of the reasons, was so I was not obligated to do that. Because if I tell an Orthodox dude that I am called to solitude, much like my patron saint, Saint Mary of Egypt, she just went out into the fucking desert and hung out with God for 40 years. Because she lived a really horrible life, you know, and she was such a fucking slut bag, and like she didn't do it for money either. She just did it because she wanted the rush of it. And when I told my priest like some of the stuff that I've done in my past, he immediately said, St. Mary of Egypt, that sounds like you. That sounds like your patron saint. So yeah. I think about my past life a lot, and it makes me sick to my stomach. And so, if I'm crying when I'm reading the Bible, or I'm crying at church, it's probably because I'm thinking about that stuff. So, my tire pressure light just came on. Did you hear that noise? That ding? We'll have to check that out when we get home. But yeah, I think that my views on sex probably do sound kind of prudish or whatever, but it really doesn't have as much to do with my religion. I just kind of use my religion as backup. Like, God gave me this idea, I guess, without me even realizing it. Because, you know, just being adopted and everything, I'm just really conscious of that. And so, it's like the only time that I could really enjoy sex was when I was intoxicated. Or if I really felt like I was in love with that person, which didn't last very long. And that's depressing. That's really depressing. Like, and I don't think that love lasts. I really don't. I really don't believe in love. Like, the more I think about it, I just don't. I think that people love the idea of it. And people chase the idea of it. And people chase the idea of companionship, but we're still alone. And, I mean, all these distractions that we have prove that. Because we can't just sit with each other, you know? That's too depressing. One of my favorite things in the world is getting into a conversation with somebody, you know, and I can do that with some people, but it's like every few months we do that. Can you imagine doing that every day? I wish that I could. But I just kind of feel like that's pipe dream, you know. And I'm not going to chase a pipe dream. You know, like that all these people are so dumb, dude. I mean, it's like what the American dream is, like to get married and have a family and all that shit. Oh, see, all y'all do is watch TV together. You just watch TV. You watch TV and like stare at your phones. Wow, what a dream that is. It's like, how could I possibly be jealous of that? But the phantom libido is still painful, though. Just like a phantom limb. Because the brain freaks out. The brain doesn't know what to do. Because that shit's still there, but it's not there. You know what I'm saying? I hope you do. But then again, I don't hope you do because you're terrible.